Welcome to part 3 of Canada, where we'll be talking about the path to modern Canada. This video will be a bit shorter than the others due to the rapid pace of the uniting provinces. So let's start off in the late 1850s, where pressure was building for British North America to unite. This pressure from political difficulties, prospect for economic advantage, military security, and it continued into the late 1860s. In 1864, the delegates of the maritime provinces met in Charlottetown to discuss the union of Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island, along with the ones from the province of Canada. With Canada at the table, the unification would lead to a larger union. The second meeting of these delegates met on the 10th October 1864, with 33 delegates representing the province of Canada, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland. That discussion lasted for 18 days, which resulted in a unanimous approval of the 72 resolutions embodying the term of federal union. The resolutions made their way into legislature to be debated, which lasted between the 3rd of February and 14th of March 1865. It has to be mentioned the union was delayed for more than a year because of maritime opposition. That following year, delegates of Canada, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick traveled to London and met with the Colonial Secretariat. Following that, they made their case to legislators in the British Parliament. 92 resolutions were then drafted in the form of the British North America Act in 12th of February 1867. About a month and a half later, it received royal assent, effective 1st of July the same year. In the act was a preamble expressing the desire for the founding provinces to be federally united with a constitution like the British, which was monarchy, representation, and responsibility, into the new federal government. The governments had to operate a bit differently. The central government, that is the federal government, operated for national purposes, and the provincial governments operated for regional or local concern. A special note is that the provincial government was not meant to be subordinate to the central government. Instead, they were to operate for their own province and largely be independent. The founding provinces, upon creating the new Dominion of Canada, later becoming Ontario and Quebec, left provisions in the Constitution of 1867 for Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island, British Columbia, and Rupert's Land and the Northwestern Territories, which soon later became the Northwest Territories, to enter. So with this, let's finish this off with when each province joined. The Northwest Territories joined in 1868. Manitoba was established in 1870. British Columbia joined in 1871. Prince Edward Island joined in 1873. Both Saskatchewan and Alberta was established in 1905. Following this boundary change, the Northwest Territories was split to create the Yukon in 1898, and both were left as territories. Newfoundland then joined post-World War II in 1948. The Canadian province Nunavut was established from the Northwest Territories in 1999 and given its own legislature. Well, that's it for part 3. I hope you enjoyed this 3-part series. Look forward to future videos where I will go into detail about the Speaker, legislatures, House of Commons, Royal Assent, Governor General, etc. So make sure you like or dislike. Doing that tells me you either love it or hate it. Comment letting me know if there's anything specific you want me to make a video on. And subscribe to know when the next video comes out. Click the bell icon beside subscribe to make sure that happens, and I'll catch you all in 2 weeks.